It's a beautiful... Sunday afternoon. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Now here's White. Pass to Abaji. Adebayo up top. And Clark, for these two teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
Here's Cunningham. After the basket by Dallas. Cunningham on the wing. The kick out to Johnson. 4 on the clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Adebayo. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Cunningham looking it over. Trent outside. Now here's Johnson. Lets it fly. Nails the baby hook. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's White. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Adebayo, that's good.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Here's Abaji, averaging around 6 a game. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. From the arc. Another miss by Minnesota. Here's White. Pass to Abaji. Here's Wells. Three-pointer. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And there's a pick. Trent outside. Fires from deep. Here's Sarr. And he jams it home with authority.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see from Sarr. Owning the glass and then finishing the play.
White with it. No made baskets yet. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Pass to Sarr. Trent outside. Now here's Johnson. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Dallas leading by 3. Here's Abaji. He's watched by Cunningham. White looking it over. And there's the screen. Dunn outside. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Sarr. Back to Cunningham. Here's Sarr. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Now here's White. Pass to Adebayo. No good from outside.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers, yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Now here's Dunn. No points yet. Here's Wells. Nice move. Tipped.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
And Minnesota with possession here. It's a three-point game. Cunningham outside. Pass to Trent to get back on track. Rebounded by Dunn. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
He's perfect from the line this time. There's a minute 54 left now in the first quarter. Pass to Sarr. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Mavericks.
Down into the lineup for the Timberwolves, Bobby Portis.
Dallas leading by 5. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. Adebayo in the post. Oh, great D that time from Portis. And Minnesota with possession here. Now Cunningham. Pass to Trent. Fires for 3. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And the Mavericks making a change here. And he nails the third. And here's Oladipo. Outside Carter. Back to Oladipo. Pass to Adebayo. Shakes him. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Talked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Cunningham. He's scoreless. Pass to Miller. 5 on the clock. Up and over Dunn. Miller can't get it to go.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Carter with it. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Gets it off. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Dallas on top, leading by 3. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Poke loose. Miller outside. And he converts the layup. Miller's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Outside Carter. From deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue-collar style and mentality. He's not a guy that was super highly touted coming into the league, and he brings great energy, passion, and tenacity, and he produces.
Pass to Portis. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, not backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. There's the double team with Horford. Here's Toppin. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Less than an ideal start for them. The shots weren't falling, but they're definitely starting to surge now, and I think they could open this lead up even more.
Carter from outside sinks the tray. Carter's got 5 points.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Now here's Cunningham. Doesn't go for him. Horford with some nice D. Pass to Tyson. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And the Mavericks making a change here.
Substitution for your Mavericks. Well, Derek White.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Wells. Outside White. Here's Horford.
Well, you can't afford to give Horford that type of advantage inside. As soon as you do that, you're cooked.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 4. Their next game is at Paycom Center in Oklahoma City for a date with the Thunder. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Driving to the basket. Portis for 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control. A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Miller to stop the run. And it's good on the lay-in. Miller's got 6 points in the quarter. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game, And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Right side, White. 6 to shoot. Second chance effort. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the take. Play through the contact and score.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Shepherd. Toppin outside. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Portis for 3. Nice D from Horford.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Cunningham outside. Miller outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Shepherd. Cleared away by Wells.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Outside White. Pass to Horford. Shoots over Portis. Horford can't hit.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Minnesota with the ball. 4-point game. To the middle. Outside Thibault. Pass to Shepherd. Dinwiddie outside. Clock at 6. Got a hand on it.
White doing an excellent job coming up with the block there.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Dinwiddie. .146 left in the second quarter. And here's Shepherd for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Pass to Garuba. From downtown. And he buries his first look.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Still without a bucket. Shot's good by Sarr.
If that jumper can become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Now Adebayo, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Here's White. Nice move. And the layup is good. White's got 7.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Back to Dinwiddie. To the wing, right side. Misses off the left iron. The Mavericks lead by 9. Outside White. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Sarr. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Shepherd. The 3-ball. Nails it from 3. Shepherd's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here's Johnson. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back with you shortly. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Timberwolves trail by 6. Miller outside. Pass to Sarr. Fires it from 18. It's good. Off the glass. Sarr's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Great touch from the mid-range by Sarr. He knows he's got to keep drilling it from this area.
To the paint. Stolen by Miller. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
You know, once Miller comes up with the steal, the rest of it is easy. Love how opportunistic he is.
And right away, Brandon Miller showed that he was a star in the making, Grant.
Yeah, he's a 3-level scorer, B.A. He's very fluid as a player, and he makes the game look so easy. He hasn't even grown into his body yet.
Drops in the 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Miller outside. Pass to Sarr. 5 to shoot. Cunningham up top. Yet to see a basket. And there it is for him.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Here's Abaji. Over a minute and a half now into this 3rd quarter action.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Inside. Tipped. And stolen by Adebayo. Here's Dunn. It's deflected. Miller outside. Shot clock at 6. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Sarr. Jacks up a 3. Hits the trifecta. And now just a 1-point Maverick lead.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Here's Wells. It's Adebayo, high post. Lays it up and banks it in. Adebayo's got 6.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
Miller outside. Pass to Sarr. Rebounded by Dunn.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Timeout. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. change here. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Pass to Adebayo. Nails it from beyond the arc. Adebayo's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Adebayo getting it done from downtown.
Here's Dinwiddie. Miller outside. Now here's Portis. Just 5 to shoot. And down it goes. 2 points.
When you watch Portis, he's not just a good jump shooter for a 6'10 guy. Bobby's just a straight-up good shooter, period.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Mavericks lead by 4. Outside Carter. Adebayo up top. All alone. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Assertive jumper by Adebayo. I mean, he wanted it, so he took it.
Dinwiddie left side. Here's Miller. He's got 10. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Oladipo outside. Back to Carter. Puts up a 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Out to the wing. Outside Johnson. Pass to Shepherd. Out to Portis. Here's Johnson. He's guarded by Oladipo. Johnson inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Here's Abaji. Pass to Oladipo. Carter from outside. He can't get that one to fall.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Miller outside. Portis outside. For the tie. And that one hits the back iron. The Mavericks leading. Oladipo outside. There's a minute 26 left in the third. Pass to Carter. Back to Adebayo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Adebayo's got 9 points now in the second half.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Timberwolves trail by 4. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. A nice shot by Toppin.
They've made things hard on themselves, going cold in the first half, but they've been warming up since.
Here's Carter. And the layup is good. Carter's got 9.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Shepherd. Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Shepherd. He's guarded by Oladipo. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Adebayo grabs the board.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Out to Oladipo. Here's Tyson. Off target from 3-point range. Dinwiddie with it. Pass to Shepherd. The deep 3. Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge for Dallas. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Mavericks lead by 4. Now here's Carter. Horford left side. Pass to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You know, Horford is really good and selective at when he needs to be aggressive and when he needs to move the ball.
And here's Thibault. Here's Shepherd. Portis outside. Toppin outside. Back to Portis. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Dinwiddie outside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And, you know, guys, we've talked about Dinwiddie's height before. Well, he does a good job using that height with these strong finishes.
Horford outside. Here's Springer. Carter on the wing. Pass to Horford. Puts it up from 17. Can't get it to drop.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Over to the left wing. And here's Shepherd for 3. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Now Carter. Pass to Tyson. Back to Carter. Here's Tyson. Over Toppin. And the shot falls short that time.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Portis. Off target from the wing.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Pass to Carter. To the inside. Stolen by Dinwiddie. Now here's Toppin. Here's Shepherd. Horford covering. Down low. There's a double with Oladipo. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. This might be a close late game, but don't tell Coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
And Allie, thanks. Adebayo up top. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Abaji. Here's Wells. There's the 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Cunningham with the ball. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
Now here's White. Pass to Abaji. Here's Wells. Here's Abaji. He's watched by Cunningham. Here's Abaji. There's the drive. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Dallas leading by 5. Pass to Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from outside.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Cunningham outside. Thibault on the wing. Miller outside. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Now White. Pass to Dunn. Here's Abaji. Adebayo with it. Guarded by Miller. 4 on the clock. Fires it from 18. And he can't bank that one in. Timberwolves trail by 5. Cunningham outside. Here's Sarr. He's guarded by White. To win the cold spell. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
Ooh, important points from Sarr. And just great recognition of the moment. Don't see that in a lot of young players. Wow.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here's White. Shot clock at 5. High arcing shot. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Cunningham outside. Pass to Miller to tie it up. Oh, he nails it! Oh, a tremendous 3! We're tied!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
White for 3. Oh, he buries it from outside.
It's turned into a showdown here. dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
29 seconds left to the fourth. Here's Adebayo. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Miller outside. Here's Thibault. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.